What up, Crypto Warriors? It's Sergeant Crypto back at it again. Today is Wednesday, January 9th, 2019. Coming to you live straight out of Brooklyn. So, what I wanted to talk about today was Russia, and this article link will be in the description, where a professor who's a part of the Russian government said that Russia, to avoid U.S. sanctions, will adopt Bitcoin. Now, I've made videos in the past about Russia and their involvement with crypto. Let me get that glare out of the way. Yeah, Russia and their involvement with crypto. And in the past, Vladimir Putin have stated that something to the effect that the internet was created by the United States and they've greatly benefited from it, and that Russia as a country needs to adopt and take advantage of the crypto revolution to become a wealthy superpower in their own rights. All right, so something to that effect. I don't have the exact quote. I'll look it up and link to this. It will be in the description for the article as well. Now, Russia has also been in the past to state that they wanted to use Ethereum to start a crypto ruble. All right, CBDC, a central bank crypto, of their own. And with this story coming out, it only makes sense that they would adopt Bitcoin and use Bitcoin instead of trying to make their own crypto. I believe that they still will make their own crypto, but it will benefit them and benefit everyone in the crypto space if this story becomes, if it's substantiated that the story is real and that Russia will use Bitcoin as basically a weapon. Because to circumvent sanctions, all right, and not use the US dollar and to adopt Bitcoin is a big thing. So you'll also have countries like Iran, which have dealings with Russia, countries like China, who we're having a trade war with currently. They will also adopt Bitcoin. All right, so if you don't know what the sanctions are and things like that, that's a story for another time. But understand that it just means that the U.S. or they're using their strength basically to control and have their say with other countries, because every country in the world have the U.S. dollar as their reserve currency. And the U.S., through sanctions, are able to, control and have a say in what those countries are able to do. Now, if Russia circumvent those sanctions and are able to use Bitcoin, I think definitely it will be, Bitcoin will be weaponized in the sense that Russia will, because in the article it stated that the oligarchs in Russia, the wealthy in Russia, they're already starting to not use the US dollar and they're starting to preserve their wealth in Bitcoin. We already see it here in the States that there's a lot of over-the-counter trading in Bitcoin and wealthy people buying up Bitcoin, wealthy institutions buying up Bitcoin. Now, in the article it states that Russia have over $450 billion and in reserves basically, and if only say 5% of that come into Bitcoin, that would do wonders for the prices of Bitcoin. And again, if this is substantiated and the story is real, then I could definitely see a $250,000 Bitcoin in the near future. You know, Tim Draper is talking about 2022 for a $250,000 Bitcoin. I'm thinking way earlier if this is true and this happens, because not only will Russia adopt cryptos and Bitcoin, we already know that North Korea is doing the same thing. All right, they've been mining cryptos and mining Bitcoin especially, and it's just going to be crazy. And I'm saying all this to say, basically, if you're not taking these signs and seeing it as, okay, now is my opportunity to get into Bitcoin, then you're sleeping at the wheel, man. You know, this is the time to get into Bitcoin, because we have stories of countries, not just companies, countries getting involved and wanting to use Bitcoin, not just store it as a form of to preserve their wealth, right? But to use Bitcoin to circumvent the sanctions from the United States and not use the U.S. dollar. They're not going to use the U.S. dollar and start using Bitcoin. That speak volumes to me, because now we have stories coming out that these countries are going to be using Bitcoin, and then we already know that. I don't know, man. It's just mind blowing to me to see that people don't even have, you know, $10 worth of Bitcoin. Like, it's crazy. And I'm not saying, again, it's not financial advice, but, you know, if you're not buying cryptos right now, man, I don't know. You're really slipping. All right? Russia's getting involved, and they're basically going to, you know, it's stated that Putin was stating in the past as saying that they don't want to get away from the U.S. dollar. It's just that the U.S. dollar is getting away from them. And, you know, I'm not trying to get political here and talk about sanctions and, you know, whether or not the United States is correct in using sanctions as a form of weaponry, but Bitcoin, Russia's getting involved in Bitcoin. Look at the signs, people. All right. Russia has also made a deal with the people behind Neo. So again, look at that as, you know, take these signs, man. And if you're not involved, I guess if you're watching a crypto channel, then you're definitely involved in crypto. But I'm loading up my bags of Bitcoin right now because Russia is getting involved with Bitcoin, and you know, it's a great time to be alive, man. You know, we're witnessing history right now taking place. So, thanks for watching. I'm going to link the stories below, and please smash up those hit that subscribe button and a notification bell to get notified when I upload a new video. Bitcoin will get to 250K, and I'm thinking 2021 by the latest, 250K Bitcoin. Yo, mark my word. You know, you could even save this video and come back to it by the end of 2021, 250K, man, because, hey, it's going to happen. Holla at your boy. Peace.